Okay, we are going to create a frame from this exercise. What we are going to do, we are going to be focusing on this diagram. Create a website with the following structure to reproduce the frame page's structure in HTML. Take note of the important points. Okay, it seems as if it's more like a table. This is not a table. We are told that this is a frame. A frame and a table are two different things. Okay, there can be two web pages in a page because of the use of frames, but you can't do that on a table. Okay, from the look of things, we've got a frame with 1, 2, 3 rows, and then it has got 1, 2, 3 columns. What we are going to do, we are going to use Microsoft FrontPage. You just have to go to new, and then normally we get into design. When we use frames, you just have to go to the code, or you can go to split code or just code. We are going to focus on this. We can delete this line 4, the metadata one, and then when we use frames, we don't make use of body tags. What we are going to do, we are going to say frame set, and then close the frame set, and then we are going to define the rows. It is very, very important to start with the rows. I'm going to show you later on. You just say rows is equal to, and then you say speech marks. What we are going to be doing here, the values, let us put an asterisk. An asterisk is a sign that says it is going to automatically resize itself. We are going to say asterisk, and then for this frame we are going to say asterisk, and then frames are the how many rows, I'm so sorry, how many rows, 1, 2, 3. And what we are going to do here, we are going to say colon frame, and then close frame. There is only one tag for frames. What we'll be doing here, notice something. We are going to save this on the desktop. We are going to give a new name, a file name, and then say maybe testing, and then okay. What we are going to do, we are going to give it the name. It's main frame or main frame. Another thing, when you name frames, don't put space in between the names. You just say name frames and HTML. Okay, go save. When we say frame, when we say one frame, it is like frame 1. It is more like one row. We can't see it when we save this and preview. We cannot see this on a browser till we put 2 or 3. Notice something, as I will be putting the frames here, we are going to see some asterisks there. Okay, and when I save here, more asterisks, it is showing us these are rows. These are rows, 2 rows that will be automatically adjusted. Let us save and preview. Now we can see the 2 rows. If you want 3 rows like this one, we are going to say 3 frames and then save. When you preview this, we are going to see the 3 rows. Okay, but from the look of our table, the first and the last rows are not divided, only the middle one. What we are going to do, we are going to say we are going to skip this one and then make columns. We are going to copy this one, and then when we want to create columns now to separate the rows, we are going to open bracket and then frame set, and then when we close it, we must open and close it, frame set, and then we close it with a slash. Now we are going to be here. We are going to define the columns that is going to do like this is 1, 2. Okay, we are going to that we divide this. We are going to say calls is equal to speech marks asterisk, and then save. When we preview with this, we can't see it. Okay, what we are going to do is frame set calls. What we are going to do, we are going to say we want a frame inside, save. When we preview now, it is more like this, save. When we put again here and then save, we are going to have more like this. And then because it has been divided into 3, we are going to say 3 frames inside the calls and then save. Okay, notice something as I'm adding the columns here, and then we then had the 4th row. We didn't want this. What we are going to do, we are going to just delete one of the frames under this one and then save. Look at it now. It's more like almost like this. Okay, what we are going to do, we are going to try and play around with the sizes. Let me say this one is 150 pixels, this one is 150 pixels, and then for this one we want the computer, for this row we want the computer to pick the sizes. What we are going to do for this one is for the first row, we are going to say 150. This one is for the last row, we are going to say 150. And then for this one, we are going to leave the asterisk and then preview. When we preview now on a browser, we are going to see this is now is 150. And then we also want to play around with this one. We want this to be 200, and then leave the computer to size this one. What we are going to do here, we are going to say calls. Under calls, we are going to say 200, and then the last one 200. By the way, this one is in these measurements, these units are in pixels, and then now it's almost like this. And then this is frame A, B, C, D, and E. What we are going to do here now, we are going to define the frame name. This one is frame A. You just go inside the tag. You just go to space name, and then it says name. You double click on it and then equal, and then give it a name. I'm going to say this is frame A. Okay, this one is frame B. We are going to say space name and then double click on it and then equal speech marks, and then this frame B. Okay, this one is frame C. What we are going to do here, we're going to come say name equal speech marks, and then it's C. And then this one is D, name equal speech marks, and then D. And then the last one is the bottom one that is not divided, this one. Yeah, what we are going to do, we are going to come here, and then this is frame E, name frame is equal to speech marks frame E. Okay, and then save. Preview it. The names are not going to be displayed. The names of the frames are not going to be displayed. What is going to happen is these frame names are going to be used to set target to these frames. What we are going to do, let us go to the next question. Frame B links to the frame B links to which enables you to connect to websites of your favorite colors you have chosen. Let me say below. Okay, I'm so sorry, below, because below all links, they are all going to be opened on C. We've got yellow, red, green, and blue. They must be displayed here. When you click on yellow, it must display a yellow here. When you click on red, it must display a red here. What we are going to do, we are going to create web pages that are equivalent to the number of these so that we display it, including the P. We are going to start with the P1, okay, which is going to be a parental frame for this. We are going to say a new web page, and then what we are going to do here, we are going to say body. We can click on this and then just copy on it and then come here and paste and then save, and then save it as frame B. What we are going to do here, we are going to save as frame B as a HTML inside the testing folder. Make sure that all let's move this frame B, that's the title of this. We're going to save it and then preview it. Okay, let me just delete it. Let me paste it on this side and then save it. Save this. What we are going to do, we are going to give it colors. Let me say we are going to right click this one and then give it a gray color. What we are going to right click under the design view, right click, and then pages, and then go to formatting, choose a gray background. Why we are doing this? We just want us to be in a position to differentiate between this. We are then going to create 1, 2, 3, 4 frames for the other colors. Okay, what we are going to do here, we are going to make things easier. We are going to say save as, more like duplicating. Yellow, let's start with yellow as a web page. You save it and then right click, give it a yellow background. Okay, no, just sorry, right click, page properties, and then go to background to yellow. Okay, save. We can remove this one, this save. We are going to say right click, save as. Now we are going to create for green, and then save it, right click, and then just go to page properties, and then you make it green. Okay, save. We are going to do it for red. We are going to say red, save, and then give it a background which is red. Okay, and then we are going to go to file, save as blue, and then save. Okay, we've been duplicating this, saving it inside the folder on my desktop. I think it's testing. All these are here now. And then we go to our frame P. We are going to say frame P should link to the source. Frame P should link to the source. Frame P should link to the okay, let us create a gray one. Okay, I'm so sorry, there is a problem here. Frame P, we were supposed to create it frame P and link it to frame P. Okay, no problem. We are going to say it must be the source. It allows us, it says we can pick it. Source is equal to, double click on it, we are going to direct it to B. Okay, and then save. When you preview this, it is going to be shown here. It is now frame P is calling frame P on the frame P itself. What we are going to do now, we are going to say, we are going to go to frame P itself, because frame P is the one that carries the links. We are going to open frame P and then go to design so that you see clearly. You highlight it on it. You highlight on it, you go to frame P, and then now you highlight it like this, and then for yellow you just have to highlight and go to hyperlink, click on it, and then say it must open yellow and save. And then for red, highlight on it, click on the hyperlink, and then say it must open red again. Save. Okay. Now what is going to happen when we preview this? When you preview this, when you click on this, it is going to open yellow like this. We don't want that one. We want it to, when we on the main frame, this frame, when we on the main frame, save, preview. When we are here, we want, when we click yellow, it must take yellow to this location. What we are going to do is, we are going to set targets. We set the target on frame P. What we are going to do, we are going to go to yellow, highlight it, or we go to split code. Where there is yellow, sorry, I'm not so sure what's this thing. I don't know what's this. I just have to remove this. It's making our, I don't know where it's coming from, but these things are not necessary. These things are not necessary. I think it's a formatting that came with the pasting of the bullets. It's not necessary. What we are going to do, I think these things are not necessary. These ones, I'm so sorry, I don't know what happened. Yeah, save. This is how it was supposed to be shown, and then now it was opening HTML yellow. We want to set the target frame to C. We are going to say target and then equal speech marks, and then we are going to say what is the frame name for this one? Let's go to split code. This one is frame C, written like frame C without a spacing. What we'll be doing here, we are going to say the target is frame C, and then save. And then the same applies. You just go here, space target, you go to here, equal frame C, and then save. Let us go to the main window and check. Click, it is showing like this. Click, it is showing red. We are going to do it for green now. What we are going to do here, we just have to go here on frame B. Remember, under the design, you just highlight it, go to link, and then it must open green, and then okay. Go to blue, highlight on it, link, it must open blue, and then okay. Save. Split code, and then you will be saying green, this target is equal to frame C. Just here, space target is equal to frame C and save. Save and then preview. You can't see it on frame P, you can only see it on the index window, the main frame. When you click here, it will be showing you the colors. When you click here, it will be showing you the colors. I'm so sorry, I don't know what happened with the red one. We can just quickly go here and then under it is say target frame. I don't know what happened. Blue. What's going on here? Save. Blue. It must not supposed to show red. When you click red, it is showing blue. Okay. Let us go and check our blue. Blue. What was the color for blue? Yes, we made a mistake here. Go to design, right click, page properties, and then formatting, and then choose blue. And then okay, save. Now the problem was with this one, and then preview. When you click blue, it will be like this. I think this is how we link web pages to frame. This is how we show web pages, different web pages in one frame. Thank you very much.